Hello, people. I'm just here catching up with Naruto related events. I did watch this week's episode of the anime, Naruto Shippuden anime, and this is actually the first episode of the Shikamaru Hinden story. It's actually called Shikamaru Hinden, A Cloud Drifting in Silent Darkness, and it starts today, January 12th, and is actually ending on February 9th for a total of 5 episodes. So Shikamaru gets 5 episodes of the anime for this mission in the Land of Silence. If you saw the episode, you know what's up. And we also have a new ending. The ending visually is kind of like a mashup of like different clips and events from all of the Naruto series. You get to see a lot of the events being reflected on Naruto's headband there, and it's the 40th. Holy shit! It's the 40th ending in the series. That's a shit ton of endings. And a lot of endings use the same concept. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the same thing. Hey, let's take you down memory lane. As if we didn't remember all those things because we get flashbacks going back to those events like every so often. It's kind of frustrating, but whatever. The song is called Absolutely Zetsu Zetsu, and it's performed by Swimmy. Not much going on there, but I do really like this picture. It's actually a transition between Kakashi. Well, it's Team 7 as kids, and then they grow up, and you get this one, and it's a cool shot. I liked it. That being said, I'm not really sure if most of you guys are even keeping up with the anime at this point. I know a lot of you are. Just don't know if most of you are. And I can't say I blame either side. Like, if you enjoy the anime and you want to wake up every Thursday and put on a Naruto episode, that's good. But also, I can't really blame the people who can't or who don't watch it, because at the same time, we know that these events are kind of like filling in the gaps leading on to chapter 700. 700 is like, we know that's what ends up happening, so I can't really blame either party for watching it or not watching it. That being said, a brief overview of the upcoming storyline regarding Shikamaru is the following. So essentially, there's this place called the Land of Silence, in which a lot of missing nin and rogue ninja have gone over to, because after the war, that's where they headed to. And of course, because Kaguya and Madara have been defeated and the big bads have been taken down, an issue that has come up is that there's not a lot of jobs, because obviously, the way that we were introduced to the world of Naruto, the way the ninjas make their living is that people pay them to go and actually achieve certain missions. And that's how the economy works in the world of Naruto. But because it's peacetime, there's obviously less conflict. Less conflict means less job opportunities for ninjas. And not just ninjas from Konoha, but ninjas that belong to the entire Shinobi Alliance. That's why you saw that political meeting there with some of the Kages, and Temari and Shikamaru were there and stuff like that. And obviously, that's the main conflict of this Shikamaru story. That's what his mission is going to be. He's actually deployed over there with 2 Anbu units, two members of Anbu that we've never seen before. And this is kind of like, I guess, like the fillery aspect of this whole thing. But if you're wondering about the canon implications of it all, really, again, we already know what's going to happen in the end, so I don't think this is that much of a spoiler. But honestly, this arc, one of its main objectives is to kind of like get Shikamaru and Temari to get closer together, so that they can kind of see themselves as, in a more romantic light. And it's also going to be doing the exact same thing with the characters of Sai and Ino, but to a much lesser degree, because this is the main focus of the story is Shikamaru. That being said, I don't want to say the rest of the stuff that we're going to get in this is fluff, but it borders on like fillery fluff in a way. But at the same time, I can't dismiss all of it, because just like, for example, in this one episode, we had a scene between Shikamaru and Naruto that I thought was fucking great. I thought that scene, that dialogue was just fucking amazing. We know that Shikamaru will eventually become Naruto's advisor when he becomes Hokage, but what we didn't know is that he was already kind of in the Hokage office helping Kakashi out. And so to the point where he's actually, well, I guess the objective of both Kakashi and Shikamaru is to send Naruto on as many missions so that he doesn't get rusty, so that he keeps on doing these things, because it's like, despite the fact that he's the hero who won the war, you still want to be in top shape. So you better keep up with those missions, so that you come to a point where people just say that by default Naruto should be Hokage, that he is so good that there's no other choice. And despite the fact that I did say that I liked that dialogue because of the message, I liked the dialogue for its message, not just for the series, but for viewers everywhere. But the reason why I have to call it out as well is because within the context of Konoha, it's kind of a little, it's like Shikamaru's being too harsh if you compare what he's wanting from Naruto when compared to the previous, especially the previous two fucking Hokage. I mean, Tsunade got split in half, all right, by one of Madara's trees, all right? I don't want to say Tsunade's 100% useless, but, I mean, come on, like, no fucking way. She's not even, no. Like, the difference between Naruto and Tsunade is just, it's just so big. There's a huge fucking gap. During the Pain Invasion arc, if it weren't for Naruto, Tsunade would have been fucked. Kakashi even died, for crying out loud. So, that being said, though, I do think that Kakashi is a much better choice to be a leader, to be the Hokage than Tsunade is. But now, Kakashi doesn't have the Sharingan. No more Susanoo ass pulls for Kakashi, so, you know, it's like, kind of like, come on, Shikamaru, like, lighten up. Like, have you seen the previous two fucking choices that you had? Okay, in the last, okay, there's a freaking meteor about to hit Konoha. Sasuke had to come in to split that shit in half. Just stepped right in front of Kakashi and got the work done. Maybe Shikamaru is pushing Naruto so hard because he knows what failures the previous Hokage, the previous two Hokages have been. I'm just being a dick right now, but go with, you know what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying, even if you don't 100% agree with what I'm saying. That's cool. So, that being said, I hope Sarada also gets the work. I mean, fuck Sarada, you're going to have to putting in the work if you really want to become the Hokage. Now, overall, the main question here, the big fucking question that I have for you guys after watching this episode is, who do you think out of all the shinobi girls is hotter? Is it Temari? Is it Kurenai? Because Kurenai was in this episode as well as Asuma's daughter. I like that scene too when, you know, he was going over to the graveyard and just talking to Asuma and, you know, his father. And I think that's kind of like, I think those characters, like Ino's father and Shikamaru's father, when they died, I don't think it was that big of a deal in the manga because I think a lot of us thought that they hadn't died, that they had come up with a way of escaping the explosion, but no, they're dead. So yeah, that sucks. But no, so who is it? Is it Tenten? Is it Hinata, Sakura? Because I think it's Ino. I think it's Ino by far. Not even a game, not even a contest. By a freaking avalanche. It's like I'm watching two different characters. I have a theory that somebody kidnapped and killed Kid Ino, and Ino was replaced by a shinobi porn star. And that's what we have right now. She looks gorgeous, absolutely amazing. Now that being said, just one final bit of information for you guys. And this is obviously based on the episode titles that have been revealed up until I think it's February 16th. Because we do know, remember, the Boruto anime starts in April. So we have to wrap this up by then. So we have February, we have March, and then in April we go into Boruto, the anime. Now, what I was going to say is that at the end, after this Shikamaru storyline, we have another storyline about the Konoha, the Hidden Village story. And it's actually going to open up with Naruto and Hinata's wedding. Now, I'm not sure how many parts we're going to get off of that. I'm not really sure how many episodes that's going to last. Something's going to happen because, you know, if it's just a wedding, then it would just be one episode. And the title reads, The Perfect Day for a Wedding Part 1. So that means that there's going to be more parts. And that's pretty cool because, you know, the only thing that we know about, like, the Naruto and Hinata wedding was the whole, like, montage, the snippets, the pictures that we got at the end of the first episode of this whole Konoha story / wedding thing premieres on February 16th. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did. I appreciate it, as well as your comments. And if you can subscribe, that'd be cool too. Thank you so much. Catch you guys later.